Stop. You, right there. Do not move forward. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go directly to jail if you decide to play this deck. Every time I tell you to not play a deck, you end up playing it, and then Konami ends up nerfing that deck. Do not play this deck. You played it, they nerfed it. Do not play this deck. You played it, they nerfed it. Well, Joey Wheeler is back with a vengeance, with a deck that you should not. Do not play this deck. This deck feels real, right? This is a real deck. This is legit.
Here goes.
Especially with grit. We pass. That's it. We got grit, then we win. We grit, then we win. Focus. So we lightning vortex. And that should be it. Then we win. Who thinks this will be nerfed? I think this will be nerfed. I don't think Konami wants this to happen, but how would they nerf this?
I pendulum summon a monster.
I think they're going to have to nerf grit. They're going to nerf grit because the downside of this deck should be that it has no protection. Wait, if he lethals us through grit, then we're in trouble. Can't wait. Can't wait. How are you triple pendulum summoning? He's got lethal through grit. Lethal through freaking grit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He could mess up the attacks, right? Or it's impossible. Bruh.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
That is right. It is that time again. This is a deck that you truly should not play. I'm about to show it to you. Every time I show you a deck to not play, Konami does nerf it. I do think they will nerf this deck. I'm not clickbaiting. This deck did well in the KC Cup by a player, a Japanese player that goes by the name Smile. Smile played this deck that you should not play and did very well with it. You will not be smiling if you're on the opposite end of this deck. Are you ready for the deck? Bam. This is the deck. The extra deck, what is all this? It's all fake news. This is all, you don't use any of this, or that. This is the deck. Just like that. One card, Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. What is going on with this deck? Why is this deck so broken? Why is it so toxic? Well, the best way to deal with this deck, or I should say the greatest weakness of this deck, is that it doesn't have a turn one. The turn one is grit. So before I get to the play that makes this deck so toxic, just know that a good way to identify that you're playing against this deck they should not be playing is that they're playing grit, and that they have no turn one play. If you deal lethal damage, they're going to drop to 1 life. But then if you have an additional attack, that will be lethal damage. Otherwise, if you drop them to 1 life with the skill grit, they can only special summon once during the next turn. But this deck only special summons once, so it's not a downside. This is their turn 1. Turn 2, this is the deck. Archfiend Black Skull Dragon is the win condition of this deck. When they attack you with the Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, that's right, I'm saying they attack you because you're not going to play this deck. I'm telling you to not play it. It's too toxic. You cannot activate Sphere Creebo. You cannot activate Kiteroid. You cannot activate Battling Boxer Veil. You cannot activate Drowning Mirror Force. And then you lose. How do you lose? It's only 3,200 attack. Well, after it attacks for 3,200, which you cannot respond to the attack, it then returns a Red Eyes Black Dragon in the graveyard back in the deck during the end of the battle phase that it attacked you directly that you could not respond to, and that inflicts 1,200 damage on top of the 3,200 damage direct they did to you for over 4,000 damage lethal. Just like that. It is that simple. So, the main thing about this deck is, how do we consistently have the way to summon this? We have 3 Insights. We have 3 Red Eyes Fusion. You could play 2. I believe he played 2 and he played an extra MST. It's up to you. I think I liked playing 6, but don't worry, you're not going to play this deck because you're promising. That's 6 cards to summon this. But you need more than being able to summon this. You need to be able to clear out the back row. You need to be able to clear out the monster. One of the most broken cards in this deck, surprisingly, is the Sky Striker Maneuver. Sky Striker Maneuver destroys a back row and destroys a monster without targeting. Face down, face up, non-targeting, destroy the monster. In order to destroy a monster in addition to destroying a back row, you must have 3 spells in the graveyard when this card resolves. So if you have 2 spells in your graveyard, you could activate this to destroy a set card. You could then chain Mystical Space Typhoon onto your Sky Striker, putting it into the grave, making it the 3rd card that is a spell in the grave to also destroy a monster in addition to the back row. We also have Lightning Vortex. Discard a card, wipe out the field so that we could direct attack. So that is 6 cards through Striker and Lightning Vortex to deal with the monsters. Then, to deal with the back row, we have Mystical Space Typhoon plus 3 Strikers. So that's 5 to 6 if you want to play another MST to deal with the back row. So it's kind of 6 cards to deal with the monsters, 5 to 6 cards to deal with the back row, and 6 cards to summon a Black Skull Dragon for the lethal. Now, what's the final 3 cards? Into the Void. Into the Void helps you draw into any of these cards. Into the Void helps you by being a spell in the graveyard for your Sky Striker Maneuver. If you do not have Into the Void, you can consider just playing more back row removal. I've seen people play Double Cyclone, I think Dice Foon maybe. You could be creative, but you're not going to play this deck, so don't even worry about it if you're missing cards. And to be honest, that's really it. That's it. There's not much else in the deck. Destroy the back row, destroy the monsters, summon this, attack directly, you win. It did well by one player named Smile in the Casey Cup, and we clapped a lot of fools with this deck. It's not super broken. It's not the best deck. It wins enough so quickly and so non-interactively that it's too toxic to exist. Do not play this deck. Let's go. If he plays Rampage, if he's got Veer and Rampage, oh, bro, do you play Cyberload Fusion? Maybe you could play Double the Trap. Don't cheese me, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. You have Cybernetic Overflow. You play 2 Overflows. Oh, a Cyber Emergency? Okay. Okay, okay. We could work with this. We could work with this.
My monster's effect activates.
Natchter. Does he win through grit? Help him out. Chat, come on.
You won't escape from me.
Nova kills through grit.
My special summon
Okay.
monster is everything. Is everything.
I could pop Nova, then I could pop the newly summoned monster. I could Lightning Vortex, then I could Sky Strike Maneuver, destroy the fusion summon monster. So I'm okay. I could wipe the fields, then Sky Striker pop the newly summoned fusion, then we win. If we don't lose this turn, we win. If we don't lose, we win. Do you understand that?
Cyber Dragon Nova's effect activates. Here's Cyber. I set a card. Battle. Cyber Dragon attack. Strike.
Let's go. I'm dead. You got to sub if I win. You have to sub if I win. 100%. 100%.
No.
I'm at 1 life. 1 life, 1 opportunity.
This may look bad.
Seize the moment.
I'm just warming up. I draw.
Drew. MS to the T. Don't mind if I do. Lightning Vortex, wipe out the fields.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Okay. Wipe it. Could MST the Sky Striker, right?
Cyber Dragon Nova's
Yeah, you MST your own Sky Striker and you're good. Cyber and Dragon. This is a 6-win streak Cyber Dragon Fool. MST negates? Negate my own Sky Striker? Okay. Chill, chill. Sky Strike. Strike the back row. Chain MST. Negate my own Sky Striker. Is it? Destroy. Goodbye. Guaranteed lethal, even through a Kiteroid, through a Sphere Krebo, through a Battling Boxer Veil. It is 100% guaranteed lethal. No hand trap. The only way it's not lethal, I would have to summon in defense, which I didn't. I would have to end my turn without attacking, which I don't plan on doing. 3200 cannot activate anything. End the battle phase. Click no. Yes.
Black Skull Dragon's effect activated.
Ooh. Do not play this deck. I cannot believe this.
I'm getting closer to becoming
Lethal through a Nova. Nova. Lethal through a Nova, mate. Nice. Wipe the back row, wipe the fields, wipe the newly summoned fusion, negate a Sphere Krebo, Kiteroid, or Veil. This is a win. It's a win. There's nothing that could stop this. Nothing. Nothing. You know what could stop us right now? This fool would have to summon the unstoppable Gachi Gachi.
My turn.
On this, unless this fool's got, wait, he set a monster.
I draw.
But no, we're still good. We're still good. We'll destroy the monster. So we Lightning Vortex.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Discarding the Mystical Space Typhoon. Setting the Insight.
Set a card.
Destroy the Insight.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Destroying the set monster. That's it. We win. We literally win.
Spell card.
There's nothing he could do. He can't Sphere Krebo, he can't Kiteroid, he can't Veil. You can't activate anything. Holy moly, and the Sky Striker is non-targeting removal. It doesn't even target. Heck, wait, we didn't win? Now we win. Burn. Burn for 12. Fool. Do not play this deck. This is broken. If this were to be all over the ladder, I would be very upset. This is a really toxic deck. This is incredibly toxic. This is not okay. Not okay. It doesn't matter, oh, but this and that could stop this. No, this is not okay. This is not okay. Let's go. So we're playing against a deck that could be playing the Clock Tower. We can MST the Clock Tower. It's fine. We could Into the Void, hopefully draw into our fusion. We play 6 fusions and 6 back row removals. To do well against this deck, you could just play a bunch of back row. That's a bunch of back row, but I don't think any of that back row is going to be good because it's mostly going to be mass change, probably. We got the fusion. We got the fusion. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the fusion. MST. Negate. Into the void, mate. Destroy 2 back row. 2 back row. Which one do we take out? This is, I could use this more than once per turn. Target a set spell and trap, destroy it. Middle. Middle, 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 middle. Again, 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 again. We got the treacherous, but there won't even be another monster on the field anyway. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's an MST, mate. That's an MST. Now, Dkayed, what if he had mass change? Then the card would be destroyed. This is non-targeting destruction. The Sky Striker would destroy the newly summoned fusion if he were to chain to the Sky Striker. Sky Striker is non-targeting. That's it. It's over. GG, no re. What a fool. Can't activate anything. Yes. Yes. Lethal through a mass change. That's what I'm talking about.
Activate.
We need Lightning Vortex now. Come on.
Monster's effect activates.
This will be a do not play this deck. This will get nerfed.
I special summon
This will.
a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Now, the common theme with the do not play these decks are they're not 100% win rate. They're not even 80% win rate. They are a high enough win rate to be too toxic to exist in the game.
Summon a monster.
Too good.
Time to
If I attack over the Lupine,
attack your life points directly.
how much damage we have? So we have
Monster attacks your
32
life
plus
points
12, 4,400 damage. So the Lupine does protect him.
It's my turn. I draw.
Oh, let's go! Yes! That's it. Wipe the field and win. It's that easy. I don't even have to do anything else. Wipe the fields. Red Eyes Fusion.
Exactly what I was waiting for.
Wait, we're good? Oh, I saw the roar and I was like, Keck, wait. No, we're good. We're good. We win. He can have every hand trap in the game. It does not matter. It does not matter. I Keck waited for a second. Let's go. Guaranteed lethal. 100%. You cannot stop this. You cannot Kite Roid. You cannot Sphere Kribo. This stops all activations on the attack. Nothing can be activated. Drop him to 800. End the turn. Activate. Burn him for 1200. That is how the deck works. Do not play this deck. No hand traps. You win through Kite Roid. You cannot Kite Roid.
It was a fantastic
No Kite Roid. No Sphere Kribo. No hand traps.